Hello, my name is Nelson Alvarenga, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a comparative market analysis, or a CMA, to a property when you have a buyer. So this would be a property that's already listed in the MLS. So your question is it worth what they are asking? Okay, so if you want to know how to do a CMA for a seller, that's on a separate video. That would be a seller CMA. So here, let's pretend that this property right here, you want to know if it's worth what they're asking for, okay? And here it is. They're asking $419, almost $420. So there are two things that you will need from this property. Number one is, if you see here next to the picture where it says Village Walk, that's the subject property. That's the subdivision name. And also you need the zip code for the property, 32827. So one way, there are several ways to do a CMA, but one way to do it is the way I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you another way that's more general that you're going to need sometimes. So on this one, what you do is you remember those two things, the zip code and the subdivision name. So now you go back and you do a search again from blank. You start from blank. Okay, now you want the pending ones, you want the temporary off the market, everything. Okay, and you want them in that zip code for that property that you're doing the evaluation on, 32827. And then also put in the legal subdivision name. If you see on the bottom left here, this number changes from 5,000 plus to 500. Now you put the subdivision name, which is Village Walk. You don't have to enter the whole thing, because if you enter more information here, then you almost don't get anything down here on the bottom left. So, okay, so now let's go to the results. Click here, and you have all these here. You see, you have 3 active ones, 4 pending, temporarily off the market, and all of these that have sold. You have too many that have sold, so you want to shrink that. Okay, let's go back here. Sold, we went back 180 days. We don't need more than 60 days in this market. So let's just choose here 60 days instead of 180, okay? I type in 60, I click out of it, and there, this changes to only 20. So let's go to the results, and we only have a few that have sold. Great. So we want to look at the ones that have sold. You want to take a look at this picture here. This tells you the whole market. First of all, look at the status here. 3 pending, 4 pending, 3 actives, temporarily off the market, 1, canceled, 4, or whatever. And then all of these have sold and 2 have expired. Okay, that tells you how the whole market is. Why do you want to look at all this? Well, because sometimes you have 0 that are active. It's like, what's going on in that neighborhood? Nothing is selling. What's going on? Sometimes you may have, like, this neighborhood is 1,400 homes. But if you have here like 200 homes for sale, it's like, wow, that's a lot. So, you know, you can kind of gauge if the market is soft, hard, you know, what's happening with the market. A lot of properties are selling right now. That's the reason why you only have 3 for sale in a neighborhood of 1,400, at least here in Village Walk. So, so here's your CMA. This is a CMA, and you want to take a look at the CMA here. So your subject property is this one here, Fiore, which has 1,554 square feet. You see that here? Now you want to go look for the ones that have sold down here that are very close to that. 15, this would be one of them. This one has sold and it had 1,595 square feet. This other one would be close to it as well. You know, it had 1,800 square feet, and the other one had 19, almost 2,000 square feet. So those 3, you have 3 comps right now. With those 3 comps, you can go to the stats here, tabular, and it gives you the stats for that. Average sales price per square footage right here is 251. So if you multiply 251 times your subject property, okay, so see here, 251. So remember that sale price per square footage, 251. And so what you do is you remember 251. Let's go back here 251, and we're evaluating this one that has 1554 square feet. So you say, what is 251 times 1554?
It's $390,054.
$390,000 basically. Okay, so $390,000 is what the average price of this property should be, $390, and they got it listed for $419. So that gives you an idea, okay, how to do a CMA, but also you got to take a look at the condition of the property, the market. The market is very tight right now, and so this property could sell even in this market because the market is hot right now still. So that's one way to do it. So that gives you an idea on how to do a CMA for a buyer. Okay, and some other tips on this, you can take a look at the stats of everything else that you check here, the whole thing if you want. And also you have to use judgment. I mean, what condition is the property in that you're evaluating versus the ones that have sold. We chose 3 of them down here. What condition were they in? So you got to take a look in the MLS to each one of them and see if they had new roof, new kitchen, whatever, and you have to take that into account. So, but this gives you a rough estimate of how to do a CMA on that, okay? And I'll see you on the next video.